Very good afternoon to one and all of you. Let us discuss one more topic today in design and analysis of algorithm, and the topic is called the role of algorithm. The role of algorithm. The role of algorithm in computing. Okay. And let us discuss on computational problem. Computational problem. So the very first definition, if you go into the definition of algorithm by the author, algorithm definition, by Foreman, Ligerson, okay, Stein and Rivest. According to the author, the definition of the algorithm is like this: an algorithm is a well-defined procedure that take value or set of values as input and produce an output, produce a value or set of values as output. This is a nice definition by the Foreman. To write algorithm, okay, we write algorithm. We write algorithm for solving computational problem. So this is the major things. One of these very important things that we have seen, every algorithms have three parts: input, processing steps, the third is called output. So if you see in the diagram that we have seen here, this is input, this is certain processing steps, and this is output. So every input binded with certain relation, that relation is called the processing steps. Now let us see a problem, how to solve, how to write an algorithm for certain, take an issue here, we are going to discuss on that point. If you would like to write like algorithm here, suppose it is a question of linear search. We will take one of the algorithm called linear search. How do you write this particular algorithm here? If I write this algorithm, step 1, start this algorithm. Step number 2, read an array let that array is called A and read an array A and a item and an item X. So what is happened in that part? Step number, we are writing here the step number 3. What is the step number 3 here? Initialize I equal to 1. Step number 4. The very most important factor of that is called processing steps. We'll write here like this: if A of I is equal to X here, I will do one thing, that I will print index position, index of X we will write index of X here, and I will write here something called go to sum statement. Suppose this condition is failed here, we will write here increment I, so that is I is equal to I plus 1. Step number 6. The very interesting part of this algorithm is that it is a step-by-step procedure. The algorithm execution will be carried out step by step. After completion of the step 4, only step 5 will be executed. Step by step execution of the statement. Right. You are incrementing I value, I equal to I plus 1. You are writing here if I is greater than the length of array A. So what you have to do that? I'll write here print element or item not found. And I'll write here go to statement for that. Step number 7. I'll write here simply go to. So where I will go? Go to step number. Let us discuss again what we did here. Step number 8. So start read an array A and an item X. Initialize I value, it is I equal to 1. Now you are checking the conditions, comparing A of I with X. If matches, then you are printing index of X here. We'll write here print I. Here we'll write here print I. Okay. I can print here I, index of, I'll write here plus I. After printing this, I'll write a go to statement here. Can you guess it that if I find if there is a matches, where I should go? I'll go to where? Step number 8. Step number 8. If it is false, immediately it will come here. It will do the increment. After incrementing, it will compare I with the length of. If I is greater than the length of this, then print item not found, go to your step number 8. Now the most important factor that for every element we have to continue the loop. Go to step number, what is the step number? Go to the step number 4. This is the algorithm which we have written for the. So what we are clarifying here, whatever the algorithms we are writing, though we are very much focuses on the characteristics. So what are the characteristics here? Look into that. It should be very clear, and every instruction should be unambiguous. Number 2, input well defined, output well defined, there is finiteness, no infinite loop at any situation should occur, feasibility, it should be implemented, and the algorithm what we are writing here, it must be language independent. Language independent. So what we have already seen in this part. Now we are discussing the correctness of the correctness of the algorithm. Now this is very important part also. The correctness of the algorithm. Remember that for every input, the algorithm should halt. For every algorithm, for every input, the algorithm should halt and yield correct output. This is the motivation of that. Another that, this is called correctness of the algorithm. Incorrectness. What is that idea of that incorrectness? Algorithm might not halt. For some input. This is the most important thing we should see. Now let us go to whatever the discussion we have seen here, we will go to the more toward the problem, that is called computational. That is called what you have written here, the computational problem, even called. So whom you call computational problem? So let us see some of the problem here. The very first problem is that the human, again this has been taken from the Corman book, Human Genome Project. Objective to identify about 1 lakh genes from human DNA involves storage and data analysis for each part of that, for each segment we need an algorithm and with group of algorithms we will complete the gene finding. So this is a biggest laboratory problem. Let me explain you that without algorithm it is not possible. Second kind of the problem, internet community, internet access and retrieval, okay, by large number of people around the globe to access and retrieval of internet, access and retrieval of information by large number of people around the globe. So for this also we need a setup or a group of algorithms. So what is our objective of discussion? The objective that why should you learn this design and analysis of algorithm? You look at this area where this subject is touched. One is called in computational problem, like in research laboratory, taking to the internet world. And if you see another kind of the problem that is called e-commerce, it enables to negotiate and exchange services electronically. This is also. Sir, why you told this one? Because of you also see that a group of algorithms behind the real world problem. Yes or no? Now, and fourth category of the problem, manufacturing and commercial enterprises. What purpose they are using? They often need to allocate the resources in the most beneficial way. So this is one of the, see, we are not only, these are the area, we have so many problems. Network routing is one of the biggest area also, where we will see a lot of algorithms will be played. We will discuss one or two another when we will come to that part. Now let us go behind our discussion that which algorithms we have retained. Can you write a equivalent Java program for this one? How could you write this Java program? See here. Now one of the, as we have discussed that algorithm versus programming. One of the important portion was there, algorithm versus program. So better to write here so that we can clearly understand about that. Algorithm versus program. Let me write the program, Java implementation. Java implementation of linear stress problem. Linear stress problem. What I have to do for this? Step number 1. Right here, import java dot util dot scanner semicolon to public is no more needed here. For that, simply write here class. Let the class name is for linear search, open curly brace, public static void main bracket. We should write here string class array of arguments. We will define open curly brace, line number 4. Now we will go to the declaration part. Declaration. Now you declare here. Okay, what the declaration here? Right here integer. Let me write for x is an element, and I write here, even if we will use here I, we will create an array also. We will create one array, and let me I initialize statically. Let me there is the element here like this. We will do this part here, semicolon. Okay, put a semicolon here and you write here line number 5 array is equal to, what is that idea? We will write here, suppose 100 minus 50, 25, 55, 125, 35 and 8. Let it be like this and semicolon. Line number 6, what I will do that? I will go for the loop statement for this, for comparison. What should I write here? I will write, now let us first read the element. Okay, I will write here system dot out dot println, and I write here enter a number. For that, actually I could have do some more thing here. So that is equal to, I must for writing this statement system out enter number, let it be like that. First you create the object of the scanner class, that is a keyboard. You create an keyboard, write here scanner, I write here input is equal to new, we'll write here scanner and bracket system dot in and semicolon. Line number 8, what I'll write here? I'll write here x equal to in dot next int of this. Line number 9, you can see here line number 9. Now we will go for the loop statement here for I equal to 0, I less than, what is the name of the array you specified here? We have written here array. Write here array dot length I plus plus open curly brace, right? Line number 10, we'll write here if the condition we are checking here. What is the condition you are writing here? If a of, we are comparing the very interesting, sir. You don't have to get confused here. Here it is written that we are comparing a of I with x here. So we should write here array of I if equal to x here, So what we are going to do? We are going to do here that SOP system dot out dot println, and we'll write here element found at element found at double quote plus, I'll write here I plus 1. What will write here? I plus 1. So line number 11 and line number 12, I'll write here break statement, and I close this loop. Here I close this for loop also, because there is no more work to be done here. So all the portion has been covered. This is end of for loop. After doing this part, I will write here, because we have to compare here. You come out of the loop for loop and you just write here, if this I, which you have already declared, if I is, what is that idea? Is greater than equal to, write here the array dot length. So what we are going to do, that we have to, if this condition satisfied, write here SOP system dot out dot println element not found. Only these conditions should be satisfied. And line number 15 is over. Line number 16. I hope that the program is completely covered up here, and you finally have to close this end of the main method, main, and end of class. So thank you so much for this